Now, live on WATD, it's the Bethoney Builders Podcast, featuring the Bethoney Builders crew, Chris Bethoney, Steve Burton, Christian Fourier, and Sophia Bethoney. Got questions? Text us at 781-837-4900. Now, here's your host, Sophia Bethoney.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bethoney Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Sophia Bethoney. As always, I would like to introduce our Bethoney Builders podcast crew. We have my dad and our principal builder, Chris Bethoney.
Hey, everyone. How we doing?
Hey, everyone.
I know. Hey. There we go.
We have former tight end of the New England Patriots, two-time Super Bowl champion, a.k.a. the Professor, Christian Fourier.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up for the Professor. I like that backdrop. You're looking fantastic over there, Professor.
Yeah, you know, so you guys remember last week, like every Tuesday is now basketball game night. So
yes,
I will be hopping in the car at some point in time.
We love that
car podcast.
You know, so maybe she'll make her second appearance. We'll see. We're just gonna watch the time.
Love it. It reminds me a little bit of my Miami Vice back in the 80s, a little bit.
Wait, what reminds you of Miami Vice?
Well, when you're driving in the car, it reminds me of like at the beginning when they're starting the show. Absolutely.
I can feel it. Yeah, that one.
That one there. And then like you're saying, yeah, when he's driving, I think whatever it was, he's driving a sports car going along at the beginning of the show. Wasn't that a top-rated show back in the 80s? Christian,
it was,
you and I. Yeah.
It was. I mean, I don't think Sophia knows anything about it.
I wouldn't know.
No, that's all right. We just gave Sophia a little something to look up on the internet.
Yeah.
All right.
I think what we should do is give Sophia, each one of us pick a movie that we think she needs to watch in order to get all our inside jokes and to understand what really makes us tick. And then she can do the same for us.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
So can I ask you a question? When you're teaching your students at Bryant University, I did well with that, right?
Yeah.
When you're teaching the students, what I got to feel is, because I know this on the podcast, when you teach us, you know, you make it interesting, you make it creative. It's not just open page 12 and people get tired of it. You make it interesting, which makes people look forward to, I'm sure, going to your classes. I know the Joes over here, Sophia. You love when Christian teaches us things that improve us here on air?
Of course.
There we go.
No books here.
No books
here.
No books, no script.
No.
Just go with the flow.
There we go, Sophia. Hey, Sophia, you got a lot more floor time here. This is like playing hockey, and we got two team members in the penalty box at the moment. So
where are our other team members?
Yeah. Christian, I was just talking to Steve. He got a last-minute phone call on something. I think it was from out of state. And as you know, because you're part of that, with everything going on with the Patriots, Steve's got that phone on. Lot of updates by the minute. We got a huge game this weekend. Can you take lead on that, Christian? Tell us what's going on.
Absolutely. So let's start with this. Did you guys watch the Pittsburgh Steelers play the Houston Texans?
I did not.
I was able to watch half of it, Christian, and I'm humbled to tell you I fell asleep from work.
Tell us about it.
Yeah,
Okay, so good. So that's probably a good thing for you because, look, there's Steve.
WBZ Sports Director Steve Burton, everyone.
Oh, Steve, you're looking fantastic. Give it up.
I'm
You're looking fantastic.
Busy time. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you very much. It's been crazy time. Christian will tell you, we did the Bert and Ernie show today.
Mm-hmm.
Was that today?
Patriots related. It's been phenomenal, and now we are just getting closer and closer, and we ramp it up. Some people ramp it up. Other people, they go south. But
we ramp it up. It is funny, though. You forget how busy it is, like when the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Like, not the Super Bowl, or in the playoffs, right?
In the playoffs. It's crazy.
I mean, I know I wouldn't even know what it's like when the Celtics made their run or when the Red Sox made their run or the Bruins. It feels like, I mean, maybe there's more traveling with those other sports because they play so often. But football is this one long week buildup. So you just exhaust your opinions, your hot takes. You just, all your clever ideas, you just exhaust them. And then it's all for 1 3-hour outing on a Sunday. And
Sunday night.
In this aspect, 3 o'clock on a Sunday, which I
love. Christian, Steve continues to teach me week by week, and I learned a very humbling lesson this week. We won't go into the details, but I feel a little bit like the WNBA team owner that owns the Valkyries, figuring that, we entered the season and we said, well, we're coming off a 4-win season last year, never realizing what the Patriots' incredible run we've went on. So the season actually is extending week, and week. So it's a learning curve for all of us in a good way. And the Bethany Builders podcast originally thought it's going to go 4 weeks in. Then we said, great, we'll go into towards the Thanksgiving holiday. Then we'll go for the rest of the season.
And who knew that we'd get to the playoffs?
We're going to be throwing a baseball possibly before this wraps up. So we continue to learn, and Steve taught me some good lessons today. Steve Burton, life lessons, which were a lot of fun, and our podcast, we just keep rolling on.
I know, and it sounds like everyone's been busy, and the phones have been ringing here at Bethany Builders. Isn't that right?
Yes, it's a great thing too. I had, like you're saying, we got involved with the many different things we do. The telephone in the past 24 to 48 hours with repeat customers and new customers have really, really taken off. We always get a steady flow of customers, but the uptick, here we are, what's the date? January
13th.
Yeah, middle of January here. It's upticking. People are really getting the jump on their projects this year. So I'm hopeful that that's a sign that everything in the business industry and climate will continue to do better for everybody here that's still gainfully employed in the workforce, right?
That's for sure.
Yes.
We want to make sure like everyone's busy. I know you both are with the whole playoff season, and we're busy here at home with the construction company. Sure. And we've been building these ADUs.
We're doing them now without jumping into that because we do want to get back to the Patriots again. Of
course.
I from the moment, okay, I'm going to jump back off ADUs. We're going back like we do here unscripted. Go back to the football. Past wash, I said to Alina, I got home from the game. I said, I need a favor. She says, what could that be? I need you to wash these exact clothes I wore on Sunday. I said, because I got a big game last night, got a big podcast tonight. I said, whatever it takes to continue to keep these clothes nice, washed, and fresh, because they're good luck charms. I ever since Christian Fourier said, this looks like it's a 1985 sweatshirt, I then matched them with the 1985 Puma kick sneakers. And guys, I'm stuck with them. I'm afraid to take them off as long as we're winning.
I think you should sleep in them. I think you should sleep in those clothes. I don't think you should wash your underwear. You shouldn't wash your socks. You should sleep with your hat on.
They're all getting washed.
Everything.
No.
And put it back on.
They're all getting washed. Can I show you, actually? I'm going to come a little second off camera, and then I'm going to back down on this. Alina, I need a huge favor. Can you get me what I'm going to now call the 2025-2026 Magic Pumpkin that's going to take our team, that's right, to the Super Bowl in Santa Clara at Levi Stadium? Folks?
Are you aware that we are in winter, and that is a pumpkin?
Doesn't matter. That is called the Magic Pumpkin. And I'm going to look at this pumpkin. This pumpkin's going to bring exactly.
Make a wish.
It's going to bring beautiful things. Going to make Steve smile. I got plenty of calls tomorrow. I continue to learn lessons, but I'll tell you one thing. The Magic Pumpkin's coming with us all the way to California.
You know what's so ironic? For those who are listening on the radio, we actually have a football here, and my dad decided to bring out the pumpkin.
Not just any football. This here is to Chris, signed by number 12, Tom Brady. That's what kind of football. You mind if we get back to the Magic Pumpkin, do you? There we go.
I think you've been eating that Magic Pumpkin.
I tell you, Christian. I just, one of those days, continue to learn.
I'll tell you, as we continue to learn, this game coming up here on Sunday, Christian will tell you, it's not going to be a picnic, man. This Houston defense, they don't play. I mean, they come in. It's all serious business. A lot of connections between the Patriots and the Houston Texans, between their GM, Nick Casario, who spent 20 years. Mike Vrabel used to coach for Houston. Spent 4 years. Matter of fact, he got his first NFL job as an assistant coach there. You got 5 players on the Patriots, former Patriots players, are now on Houston. You got Josh's brother, Ben McDaniels. He's the passing coordinator and the receivers coach for Houston. So these guys, Christian Latea, these guys know each other inside and out, and this is going to be a game. It's going to be real interesting.
Yeah, before you jumped on, Steve, we were just about to talk. I asked, half the Bethany crew if they had watched the game. Sophia was a no, and Chris fell asleep halfway through it.
Well, get it out there,
Totally
Christian.
fine.
Let it
I've
all
fallen
laugh.
asleep in studio before. Totally acceptable.
No naps. No naps.
And I told him,
No naps.
I'm like, it's a good thing that you didn't watch it because that was a horror show that the Houston Texans were putting on the Pittsburgh Steelers. A horror show.
Yeah.
Really?
They are. I literally just got off a phone with my buddy, and we were talking about the Houston defense, and he was talking about, they have a couple players. I was like, no, dude, they have like 6 or 7 great players. He's like, yeah, there's this one guy. He's got veins up in his upper part of his arm. I didn't even think you had veins there. I'm like, yeah, those guys are scary. They're built like Avatar creatures, like literally Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter. Like they have a guy, I forgot what his name is. He reminds me of like if Vince Wilfork and Ted Washington had a baby, that's what this guy was. He was massive. Massive.
Daniil Hunter, Christian, you bring up, this guy's got 15 sacks on the season. They're going to be coming after Drake May like no tomorrow. They did a number on Josh Allen when they played him.
Yeah, sacked him 8 times.
Sacked
and you
Josh
know how hard
Allen.
it is to sack
Josh Allen
Allen.
doesn't get sacked in a football game 8 times. He got sacked 8 times. That's Josh Allen. Not to mention, Aaron Rodgers who can't move. A quarterback that can move got sacked 8 times. So, yeah, they're not. The good thing is they don't score. They can't score all that much.
I was going to say, and am I accurate? 2 things I wanted to bring up. I'm accurate to say that Houston made a lot of errors and turnovers in the first part of that game that Pittsburgh was just not able to capitalize on. Is that
5
accurate?
fumbles,
Wasn't there a
1
couple?
pick.
Yeah, wasn't there a couple in the first quarter?
5 fumbles, 1 pick.
Exactly.
And they still won 30-6.
But I'll tell you, if they come in and make half those mistakes with the Patriots and we capitalize, I like our chances. I'm 100% behind our Patriots. At this point here, we're riding with them all the way as we all are. And I'll tell you, actually we're going to have a special guest come in. I have a very close family friend that actually was on the ground covering the Fiesta Bowl when Miami was able to get that win. Ooh. And she's going to be joining us from live from Arizona, and she'll be joining us about 15 minutes. She's with the ESPN team, and she's in college, and she'll be telling us a little bit about that. But I've asked her to just make sure that weather stays warm out there because we're going to California, boys and girls.
We're going to California. Well, I'm going no matter what. I would love for you guys to meet me out there. That would be great. Yeah. And so, listen, does it feel more like 80%, like I said to you guys last week? Do you guys still think I'm nuts?
I don't.
I
did when you said it. I don't anymore.
Like there's a real
2 wins
path.
away from going back to the Super Bowl. You're saying 80% chance of them going to the Super Bowl? Well,
not winning it. I don't think they'll win it.
Yeah, just go, 2 wins away.
Yeah.
And one of these games is definitely at home. So whether it's going to be interesting to see if Buffalo can beat Denver out there, but if they can get it done, it's here we go.
I know something that we never do. It's way out of sync. It would be a precedent for the Bethany Builders podcast. We're going to put it out there just for a quick second. I'm going to get on it and get off it. Here's the deal. Houston, I'm going to say it once, 1 game at a time. Houston win, Buffalo win, New England. That's what I'm putting out there. What are your thoughts?
Houston what?
Houston, Patriots beat Houston, Buffalo. We'll see you in New England.
So okay. Buffalo beats Denver.
That's correct.
Okay.
I was talking in code a little bit. I got a little ahead of myself. No, Christian, don't make me go.
Rub the pumpkin.
Magic pumpkin.
Yeah, I was actually, I was looking at the weather, for that Chicago Los Angeles Rams game, and it's going to be like minus 10 degrees. It's going to be so freaking cold. And then I don't know why my mind drifted to ADUs, because I was like, I wonder if they're building ADUs in Chicago. And if they are building ADUs in Chicago, can they build it in minus 10 degree weather? And if they are building it in Chicago, shouldn't we be building it in New England? The whole when it's cold and you guys build these ADUs or you do anything really, even a deck, like the cold is irrelevant, right?
Well, actually, Christian, it's a great point you bring up. When it starts to get to certain temperatures, we have concerns of when we're dealing with a PVC product, a composite materials. If it's too cold, we can get in concerns that things can crack, splinter. So we do have to be conscientious of that. The other thing is that people up in New England get concerned about foundations, things like the frost in the ground and so forth. Really, to get the frost to take hold in the ground, you need approximately 2 weeks of sub-zero weather, that 15, 18, 20 degree weather that goes, that cold snap we usually see up here in New England, usually in late January or February. You need that before the frost really starts to take hold in the ground. So, my understanding, I check in with the foundation installers, shout out Patrick Kelly from Kelly Concrete. They're fantastic. They put foundations in for us, as well as Technopost that puts in the helical piles that now take up about 80% of our deck installs. These guys are working daily. They don't see any stop in sight. So 2026 looks to be profitable to put some foundations in.
I actually have a question for you, if you don't mind. So for all of the people watching or listening who are interested in building an ADU, what is the first step that you would recommend that they take?
First and foremost, 781-898-8018. You can ask at this time for Sophia Bethoney at her principal company of ADU of Massachusetts, or our parent company, which I'm the principal at Bethoney Builders LLC, Duxbury, Mass. Again, telephone number 781-898-8018. That's the first call to make. Let's get you going. We've talked to some of our partners, both. We do not get into the funding aspect, but Northeast Savings Bank, located in Plymouth, Massachusetts, and branches throughout the region. Brian McGowan over there is the principal that we deal with and his team. How have they been, Sophia? They've been good to do business with?
They've been absolutely incredible. Shout
How many
out to
accounts?
them.
We've 3 accounts we have at that lending
Three
institution.
accounts.
Guys, they're top shelf. But again, all that rolls back to Christian Fourier and the Fourier family. He was able to bridge us forwards to meet these folks. Steve and I had the chance to go down to meet their whole team. They were incredible. And as Steve said earlier in several episodes, that was an easy decision for us. They treated us like extended family.
I love it. So, Steve, what do you guys have planned? Anything special you guys doing? We don't, the CBS doesn't have the game, right? So it's obviously going to be.
Yeah, you mean for Sunday?
Yeah.
CBS will have the AFC Championship game. It does not have this game coming up on Sunday at 3:00, but we have a game day show at 11:30, Christian.
Yeah.
That you are a huge part of. So we'll be live on the field and up in the atrium at Gillette Stadium. And then we will have our post-game show right after the game, and then we'll be live on Sports Final that Sunday night as well. So it's going to be hectic. It's going to be rowdy. 3:00 games. It's different from 1:00 games or 4:00 games. It means get over right around 6:30. Right in time for our newscast. So it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. And
Never to interrupt you, Steve, but while you're going on this and continue to run with this, you put on a great show and your team put on a great show. I know Christian had commitments, but a great show live at Gillette last Friday night that we were partners to be able to advertise with you. But that was a lot of fun. Fans were out there. It was a live edition on site at Gillette Stadium. Do you plan on doing that again on Friday?
Yeah, we plan on doing that again on Patriots All Access on Friday night. We'll be live at the Harp, and we ask fans to come on down and be a part of that. The one thing I really do, and Chris, I don't think I've ever really told you this, but I love doing shows with you. I really do. I think you bring so much to the table. Your insight is so good, and you're entertaining and witty and fun to be around. And Chris,
Talking about me?
Yes.
Or Chris?
No, I'm talking about you.
I'm in the doghouse today, Christian. We're going to stay focused on you.
Christian, I'm talking about you. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You're fun to be around. You're entertaining. You're knowledgeable. And, I get a chance to pick who I want to be with me on television. And there's really no other guy I'd rather have than being with you, because you just make it easy. And it's we have a lot of fun. Yeah, we do have a lot of fun together.
You got to stop.
And what a ride we've been on.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I would say the same thing about you. It's just so easy. It's so easy to do those shows, and it's just we've been doing them. Dude, you remember when the first show that we did, that I actually did? I think my daughter was like 6 months. She's gonna be 14 in May.
Wow.
Incredible, guys.
I have video of her running across the set when we were at the old CBS scene.
That's unbelievable.
She was like running across trying to get to me. I'm like, no, don't get over here. She's like, oh, daddy. That whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good times. There's been a lot of good
I got to
times.
chime in as the father. I need to come from the father position. I'm beyond grateful and humbled to both Steve Burton, Christian Fourier, everything that you have done. You've came when I approached you about getting involved in this and trying to help us. The focus was on Sophia, which it's maintained, to give her an opportunity to learn from the best. That's how I feel about it. And to get to learn, to have some fun, to grow as a person and get ready for college. Sophia, what do you have to say to Steve Burton and Christian Fourier? How do you feel? What's your gratitude about?
Thank you both so much. I'm so grateful. I feel like I've learned so much from all of you over these past few weeks. I think I've learned about how to collaborate as a team more, how to really get my voice out there, how to just express myself and get out there. So thank you all so much.
Well, Steve and Christian have put everything out there for you, Sophia. They have taken their patience, their love, humility, their experience. They've taken you from a quiet kid sitting on the couch to being to really learn their skill sets. They've taught you. And, you're getting, I'll let Steve and Christian make that decision, but Steve broke the ice. He put a CBS jacket on you a few weeks. And does Sophia, guys, if one of us has to go at some point, can Sophia bridge over and be anointed as a pro and come off the Joe?
Oh, yeah. You're the only one that's going to stay at Joe forever.
That's
not
okay.
only are we going to put your flame out first on the Survivor.
I love that. Can I take the pumpkin?
You can take the pumpkin.
When I'm kicked off the island, and folks that are listening that can't see it, I have the most magnificent, I don't know, it's chrome with
It's a
pearl
Halloween
beads.
decoration.
It might be Halloween, guys, but if it's all set and if I got to leave the Bethany Builders Podcast Island, do you mind if I take the pumpkin?
Take the pumpkin.
Funny. Yeah, you can take the pumpkin. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The one thing, there's, I think when people listen to this, if they get a chance, to tune in, if you have any questions, I know we used to take building questions, this is a great opportunity. There's not a smarter guy in the business than Chris. I mean, even if it isn't related to ADUs, this guy's going to have the answer. If he doesn't have the answer, he can find the person that does,
right?
Which I think is pretty, that's a good friend to have, right? Here, a couple types of friends you have to have, Steve.
Yep.
One, you have to have a friend with a boat. Have a friend with a boat.
I love Christian Fourier. Just never. I got to go back to my pumpkin. Go ahead, Christian.
Two, you got to have a friend that has a really good set of tools, like all the stuff that we don't know how to use, saws and guns. And most importantly, the ability to fix things. Like Chris. Chris, listen, oh, hey, this tornado came down and blew down my garage. Hey, don't worry, I'll come by and help you fix it. Yes, that's the
guy.
type of friend you want.
You got to have a guy.
Christian, I have some
have a guy.
Guys,
Or a gal.
Christian, I have some single female friends, and I think you just knocked off 3 of the 4 things that were requested by them. That's the most amazing statement I think I've heard in 2025-26 Bethany Builders Podcast.
Yeah.
But Christian, keep going. We were getting back to me.
That's
I enjoyed
it.
that.
No, rub the pumpkin. Maybe it's the pumpkin. I feel
this
like
pumpkin's going all the way to
I feel
California.
like that's not really a pumpkin. I feel like that's looks more like a mushroom.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Hey,
everybody's
All right, let's
welcome to
talk
call.
sports. Do we have any calls?
Sports.
Do you have anybody
Do we
who's
have
on the
any
line
calls?
today?
Well, there we go. It's so funny that you should say it because number one, we want to announce everybody's welcome to be part of the Bethany Builders Podcast. You can call us live. The number is 781-837-4900. Reach out. You're going to get the best in the business. You're going to reach Larry, ask them to put you through, and we'll be off and running. What we're going to do here real quick, if I can, because I'm watching time, we're going to sneak Jerry. You know Jerry's
Big G.
We're going Big G. We're going to sneak Big G in. Big G, we have you, but we're going to have you just come in on the phone if you would, and then at some point I'm going to. Oh, there we go.
There's Rayna.
Come on now, there we go. Rayna. All right, Big G, you got to sit back for a minute. We got a big announcement. Welcome. Rayna, how do you pronounce your name?
Thank you. Maggelet is the easiest way to say it. So Maggelet.
There we go.
Yeah.
Guys.
Hi, Rayna.
Hi, Rayna.
Hello.
Rayna
How are you
Magallet.
guys?
There we go.
Yes.
Welcome.
Wow. Well, Rayna, this is Sophia.
Hi.
And
Sophia.
Sophia, welcome Rayna, and let Rayna tell us who she is and what's going on.
Tell us a bit about you.
All right, let's see. So I am in my final semester at Arizona State University at the Cronkite School, and I'm studying sports journalism to be a sideline reporter, ideally for MLB Network or an MLB team. But lately, I've really been liking college football. So honestly, whatever path in the future takes me is what I'll do. So we'll see.
Where are you
All
from originally?
Originally from Boston.
Oh, so you're from here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Rayna, you
wait.
want to give a little background on how we know each other? And, there we go.
It goes pretty far back, way before Sophie and I have been born. But
Yeah.
when Chris was a kid, and my mom, and they've been friends forever. And he even he knows my grandma, so it goes way back.
Love Rayna, love Rayna's family. They're incredible. We're talking Rayna's grandma, we're talking grandfather, we're talking her mom, her dad, who we've been great friends with. I mean, Rayna, we got to get into your mom and your dad. I think your dad is one of the biggest Boston sports fans I've ever met.
Which sports
Yes.
does he like specifically?
Oh gosh, every single one. And he could tell you every single thing about every sport known to mankind.
Yeah. And Rayna hasn't really got into it too much. We're going to let her tell us now, guys, but Rayna's a pro with you guys. Rayna, am I accurate to say you were on the sideline at the Fiesta Bowl when Miami got the big win the other day?
That is correct. I was right underneath the goalpost with Pat McAfee.
That's awesome.
There we
Yeah.
go.
What was
And-
Michael Irvin like?
yeah.
Did you see Michael Irvin? Because I heard he was like out of his mind, running all over the place.
He was. We were looking for him, but he was all over the field, so we couldn't find him or tie him down close enough. He was on the move the whole time.
And what were you with? Was it ESPN?
Yes. Yep.
I thought I
worked
saw
for
you.
ESPN.
Some great social media,
cool.
Rayna, that you had out there. I know so many friends and family here in Massachusetts are not only rooting for you, but I got to see your social media personally, always supporting you. And I'm glad, again, Sophia Bethoney, Rayna Magallet.
Very
There
nice
you go.
to meet you.
Yvette,
Nice to
obviously
meet
on
you.
air. You got Steve Burton. Of course, he's our WBZ CBS sports director, a legend. We have our second legend, Christian Fourier. Sophia, can you give the introduction for Christian Fourier?
Again?
Yes, please. Rayna needs to hear that.
Again.
The full one or the like
Let's
short
hear.
The full one, Sophia. Don't ask twice.
The
Your
whole
father's
thing,
talking.
Sophia.
He wants the whole thing.
The whole thing.
We have former tight end of the New England Patriots, two-time Super Bowl champion, and the professor, Christian
There
Fourier.
we go. It's never complete till I hear it a few times. You know?
Need the
That's
full
awesome.
introduction.
So, Rayna, why baseball? Why Major League Baseball?
Always been drawn to it. I mean, I grew up going to games at Fenway. In the summer, I sidelined at Fenway Park, and I worked as a sideline reporter for the Cape Cod Baseball League. But something about baseball, even as a kid, just always drew me to it. I think also when I was young and couldn't fully process everything because I was so young, I think baseball and all the players having their own positions and being all sorted out, I think really helped me learn the sport, but also just growing up I really just adapted and gravitated towards it. And it was my passion growing up. I never played ball sports. I just watched and now talk about it for a living. But I've always just loved the sport and been gravitated towards it. That when it came to deciding what I want to do for the rest of my life, I knew I didn't want to work a 9-to-5 office job, and sports was my passion. And I thought sideline reporting was a way cool job. So I made it my life.
Look at you.
Oh, there
I
you
love
go.
it.
There you
I
go.
love
Just
it.
rocking.
Well, we got to get you back to Boston.
We do. We do. I know. I was there over the summer, but I need to go back. Maybe post grad, we'll see if any jobs out there hire me.
And bring some of that weather back with you, will you?
Please.
You might, once it gets over 100 degrees, you might want to take that back.
I'll take that. I'll take that right now.
Yeah, I'll send it over to you guys.
I'll
Some
take
good
that
weather
right now.
coming soon.
Well, we're counting on it because when we're hopeful, as you know, and I know Rayna, yourself and your family are big Patriots fans and supporters. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts on the Houston Texans this weekend? Have you done a little research on that?
A little bit. I think it's going to be Pat's Bills. My roommate's a Bills fan, so it'll be some heated rivalry going on in our apartment.
Wow,
So, Rayna, what
wouldn't
you're
that be
saying is
awesome?
you think the Bills are going to beat Denver in Denver?
Yes.
Huh.
I
Hey,
think so.
listen, that's a good. I like that pick, Rayna. That's a good
Okay.
pick.
I think
I
so.
like it.
That was
Josh
my
Allen?
pick, actually. Yeah, Rayna, that was my pick early on. We never hear at the Bethany Builders podcast.
I hope she's right. I hope she's right.
I hope she's right too.
Fingers
Actually,
crossed now.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed extra.
Right.
well, it was funny because Steve and I were talking about this, and Steve having much more knowledge of the actual how the teams have been playing. He's just obviously way more advanced on that than I. But as a common fan, I was talking to Steve, and Steve says, going into this, he says, if we can see Buffalo in New England, that's where we want to be. We sure don't want to be in Denver this time of year.
No, definitely not.
So it's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
Hey,
beyond,
Rayna, what made you pick Arizona State?
Cronkite School, one of the best journalism schools in the country.
Yeah.
Look at
Absolutely.
you.
It's a great school.
Better than Northwestern or Syracuse or Bryant University. What are we doing? Let's go.
hashtag the professor, Bryant University, not college.
Northwestern's a great school. So is Syracuse, but I think the great weather out here drew me to it. Close to my family at the time. It's a great pick, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So
Yeah.
Weather's a big component.
it is absolutely.
Proximity to Los Angeles. Also.
It is very close, which is very nice.
I'll tell you, if the Patriots get out west, Rayna, and I put this out here, and we're fortunate if that's the case, we're going to follow them out west. You got to keep your phone on. I've already talked to you about it and see if we can't get you over. And I think you could probably it's almost a bunny hop flight for you from Arizona over to California, right?
Yeah.
And you lived in California, right? You've just families recently moved to Arizona, but you were in California.
Yes, we lived about 10, 15 minutes away north of Angel Stadium. So really close.
Okay.
Oh, so that was like Orange County.
Yes, right on the Orange County, LA County border. So close to everything.
Oh,
weren't you close to Snoop?
I was. Snoop Dogg had a house you could see his house, backyard from my front yard.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Steve, I always got something up my sleeve, Steve.
Yeah,
Steve, did you see how you didn't?
it.
Steve, there was nothing unique in my presentation, anything I brought to the table today, Christian. Past Rayna, if I can, Rayna, can I introduce you to this, the Magic Pumpkin? I'm taking this all the way to Levi Stadium for Patriots win in the Super Bowl. But with that being said, I did catch Steve Burton off guard when I turned around. I knew you lived in Diamond Bar, and I turned around and said, "Have you seen Snoop around the grocery store?"
You see it around Ralph's.
No, but also Diamond Bar is very close to Chino Hills. So the Ball brothers, I get that one a lot.
Okay.
Seen them before.
Have you ever been to the beautiful San Fernando Valley?
I don't recall. I don't think I have.
No, we haven't. No, that's where I grew up in the beautiful San Fernando Valley. Yes, that's north of where you're at. That's hop on the 5 freeway, 405, and just keep going up past UCLA, past Santa Monica, keep going up over the hill, and there's the beautiful smog-filled San Fernando Valley where they used to make all the movies and all the stars live.
Steve, I noticed something about Christian for a second. Christian, if we play this film back right now, I'm concerned you've been spending too much time around shout out Sean, the super agent Stiletto. You had so much handwork going on right there.
You know what these are?
Was like, wow. I'm like,
now,
this is
Rayna may get this. Like, these are called illustrators, right? So we talk with our hands. You know, you gotta, it's not just an Italian trait. It's like a broadcaster trait. Minus the bada boop. But yeah, I talk with my hands, Chris. You and that pumpkin.
I love this pumpkin. And now I'm attached to the pumpkin. Rayna, we were joking that I haven't I get my clothes washed and everything. But the problem is the Patriots keep winning. Sophia Bethoney went to her first game, I think, week 4 against the Carolina Panthers. Week 3 or week 4. I think the team has went 14, 13-1 or something similar since she went to her first game. And the funniest part is that game of the loss was against the Bills. And I think Christian Fourier, one of our pros, we saw him at halftime up at Gillette Stadium, and he said they were blowing him out. Remember, Christian?
Yeah.
At halftime, I mean, you guys remember at halftime, the Patriots, my goodness, that was the only loss they've had in 13 games?
Yeah. Yeah, that Bills
Incredible.
one. Yeah, that was crazy. So that would be, the game this week though is very interesting. Just how they're going to approach it, Steve. And I don't know if you've done any of your interviews. I've heard a couple guys on the radio today and on doing TV interviews. I do think it's kind of interesting that the Houston Texans played on a Monday night on the road in Pittsburgh, had to fly back to Houston.
Right.
They wake up literally they probably land at 3 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning. And then they got to hop on a plane again, maybe Friday or Saturday to play on Sunday. To me, I just feel like I don't know why the NFL does that. It feels so unfair. You have a Monday night game and then the team that wins has to play has to get on the road again. It just is asking for a lot.
Which is why, Christian, the Patriots are favored in this game. They're 3-point favorites. That line could change, but that's one of the reasons why they're favored to and expected to win this football game. The other reason why is their quarterback, C.J. Stroud. As good as Drake May has been playing, Stroud makes a lot of mistakes. The guy had 5 fumbles and an interception in the last game. They still won 30-6, but they're vulnerable. Their defense, though, no joke. No joke. You don't play around with that defense, but May's got to have his head on a swivel. He's got to get rid of the ball quick, and he's got to be able to make some things happen.
Yeah.
Our whole thing at the beginning of the season was how good is our offensive line, Will Campbell and the players we brought in. Christian, do you think it's fair to say they got to show us what they've learned all season? We talked about identity. We really need them, and they got to get it done.
They got to get good in a hurry. They have to grow up in a hurry. They need to go from, what I would tell them, you guys aren't rookies anymore. It's 2026. 2025 is over. You're not rookies anymore. You can't use the I'm a rookie as an excuse anymore. Nobody wants to hear I'm a rookie in the playoffs. Both those guys, at least on the left, Wilson and Campbell, have been starting all year, although they both took were on hiatus because of an injury. Campbell more than Wilson, but still they're both back at the same time. I would say that Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line was young as well, and they were dealing with a lot of injuries, and that Houston defense just ripped their hearts out.
Yeah, they got manhandled.
Yeah, it wasn't even. It was so unbelievably just hard to watch, to be honest with you, because they were just coming from everywhere. But they don't blitz. They have the 30. They're the 32nd ranked. They have the 32nd ranked blitz rate in the NFL. They have the 32nd ranked disguise pressure rate in the NFL, which means they just line up and play. They don't hide anything.
And they depend on their skills.
And they're just good.
Yeah.
That's it. What do they do? Well, they're really talented. What else do they do? Well, they're strong. Well, what else? Well, they're smart. Well, what else do they do? Well, they're fast. What else do they do? No, they just line up and they go hunt. And they have just bought into that. Here's the last thing I'll say, and I'll get off my soapbox. The only player on the Patriots defense that reminds me of players on the Houston Texans defense is Milton Williams. That's the only one. He's the only
Shout
one.
out Milton Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a stud.
That's no disrespect to the other ones, but when I look at Milton Williams, I'm like, dude, that guy is like those Houston Texans defenders. He's got an attitude. He's fast. He's quick. He loves contact. He loves ruining your day.
That was a big sack on that 4th down play, guys, wasn't it? Milton Williams came through at the end of the game. He got him done. Yeah. Here's my other question. Aaron Rodgers, is he done?
Mike Tomlin got fired. No, sorry, he didn't get fired. He stepped down. Aaron Rodgers is not going back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. There will be a whole new coaching staff, a whole new offensive coordinator. He's 42 years old. He is done. They're going to bring in a young player, a young quarterback. it's everything's starting over. Aaron Rodgers is not going to want to learn a new offense, deal with another head coach that he doesn't know, who knows if he respects him. I think he's done. And also he's a free agent. So since he's a free agent, some team is going to have to want to sign him. And I don't think he's going to go the Joe Flacco route where he'll play for 3 different teams in 1 year. He's not doing that.
I'm getting off the air real quick in the sense of I just got to make this one last point. Christian, do you remember, and Steve and Sophia, that Christian brought up this saying at the beginning of the season? Would you rather have a team with like Mike Tomlin with the Pittsburgh Steelers that always makes the playoffs or whatever it is and then doesn't finish? Do you remember that, Christian?
Yeah, it doesn't advance.
You told us that versus a team that's either like 4-15 and then wins it all one season. Do you remember that, Christian?
Yeah, absolutely.
You explain that to us. Remember that?
I almost feel like I rather like there. You just have this empty feeling. It's like you had a winning record, but like you don't look competitive at all. Like in the postseason, you've gotten beat up 7 straight years in a row. It's like, so I think I'd rather, and plus the other thing is when you constantly have a good record, you don't ever get any high draft picks. You're always picking 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah. If you suck, like the Patriots did, like
we always get one of them, Rayna, out of Christian. We don't go a whole show this entire season without getting one of them from Christian. Let's give it up for Christian Fourier. He always brings it forward at least once a show. Go ahead, Christian. I'm sorry.
I love it.
I know, but my point is like if you when you have 2 or 3 wins, and you can pick in the top 10, top 5, you could get new good players. You can't find great elite players if you're picking 22, 23, 24. Not a quarterback. Rub the pumpkin.
I mean, the pumpkin just. Hey,
Rayna, I want to go back. I want to go back to Rayna for a second.
Of course.
Yeah.
Rayna, do you know how Arizona got the Super Bowl 1 year?
I
You
don't.
know the story behind Arizona in the Super Bowl?
I do not.
So Arizona was one of the last states to acknowledge Martin Luther King Day.
What? I did not know that.
I didn't know that, Steve.
Yeah. And once they did,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the reasons why they did was the NFL said we were not going to play. You have to look this up. I want to make sure I'm accurate here. But they had to acknowledge Martin Luther King Day before a Super Bowl was going to be played in the state of Arizona.
Incredible.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
Steve, do you know where you were September of 2004?
September of 2004?
Correct.
September of 2004, somewhere in New England.
Yeah. The Patriots played the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh,
And,
so we were in Arizona.
Chris Bethoney sat on a plane next to Steve Burton on America West in September of 2004, and that began our journey of love and friendship. And here we are, 20 plus years later, Steve.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's how you two met? Wow.
Correct.
Yeah, man on a plane coming back from Arizona.
Yep.
That's correct.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can we get more of that story? Like, so what do you mean? Was Chris like, is this seat taken? Like, how did that work?
It was a really fun part of it, Steve. Do you remember overall? I remember, Steve, you remember this. Steve's, one of his legs actually was bothering him a little bit. And back then there was an airline called America West. And for a little bit of money, you could get larger seats. And they were like these couch seats Sophia and I are sitting in. And I had, God rest her soul, my sister Cindy. Love my sister Cindy. God rest her soul. And I was with a gal at the time. Her name was Pam, or Pam Jonah. So shout out if you're listening. Hopefully you're a fan. And with that being said, I ended up going, and Steve had noticed they only had a few seats up there, and they were going to give me the seat. And I said, no, put Pam and put Cindy there. And ultimately they were able to get a third seat, which would have let me sit there. I think Steve had mentioned he had taken notice to that. And my sister Cindy said, well, let me move next to this next seat over, Chris, so you can sit with Steve. Now, I had seen Steve in the airport. I did not know who Steve was, being on the TV, and of course who Steve is and what he does. But he just looked familiar. I didn't know who he was. I had saw him in the terminal. And then we're sitting next to each other. And well, Steve was just who Steve Burson is. He's just very, very kind. We were talking, and Steve actually told me, Steve understood I was in the building business, and we talked about Steve's dad and his family. And Steve had invited me to go play golf with him the following Thursday. Very kind of him. Now, I had played a little golf, but I wasn't very good at all. And we got together, and I thought, well, I'll call Steve. But ultimately, Steve was super kind. We went and golfed our first round of many, and here we are now. Steve's family, beyond
I appreciate
family,
that, Chris.
and
We had a lot of fun together.
that's the journey. That's how I saw it, anyway, Steve. I don't know if that's how you remember it.
I do, and that's how I remember it exactly. Rayna, how fast has your college career gone?
So fast. So incredibly
You're a
fast.
senior now, is that correct?
I am. I graduate in May.
Wow.
What would you?
Rayna,
what
that went
advice-
so fast.
What advice would you give Sophia, who was about to go to college?
Advice I would give you is to say yes to every opportunity completely and to meet as many people as you can. I'm sure your dad's giving you some inspiration that networking is quite literally everything, and you never know who can give you opportunities that will change your life.
Thanks for the advice.
Yeah.
Of course,
what
of
do you-
course.
what are you
I
thinking?
heard it like when I first started college, and I'm like, yeah, okay, like I'll talk to as many people. But genuinely now, 4 years later, it was the best advice I received going into college, and now that's what I tell my cousins, my friends, you, younger people, my sister who's only a grade below me. I still remind her like connections is everything. So make sure you maintain that.
Yeah, networking
That's
is
great
really
advice.
important.
Connections is
Well,
everything.
guys, I got to tell you, when you at some point in time too, we will meet Rayna's mom and dad and grandmother and grandfather and her sister and many of the friends that are friends of mine. Amazing people. Beyond honored to have you on here. I see your mom in you and vice versa. So
Thank you so much, Rayna.
I can't even begin to thank you. And here's the deal. We got a rule. When you come on the Bethany Builders podcast, you have 3 members sitting here. We just want you to know you're always welcome. We
Thank
run
you.
live every Tuesday night. And in a future episode, as you know, I want to put it out there. Steve's has 3. I appreciate that, Leanna. Thank you. I love my wife now. This is nothing scripted here. So what I want to tell you, Steve has 3 daughters, and his son, Steve's daughter, plays for is it the San Francisco Valkyrie, Steve? The WNBA?
Golden State Valkyries.
Golden State Valkyrie.
Wow.
Veronica Burton, and then she's involved in the United States Olympic program. I think won gold in the 3-on-3 down in Mexico recently, right, Steve?
Yeah, that's right.
Incredible. And Steve and his family, right, Steve, yourself and family, many of the family members have went to Northwestern.
Yeah, and that was 100 years ago, Chris, but we've had a lot of fun coming together, and it's, Rayna, when you come back to Boston, I want
Yes.
you to come into the CBS studios,
I will.
and we'll give you a tour. Have you been here before?
To the CBS studios?
Yeah.
I have not.
Okay, so when you come back to New England,
Yes,
if and when you come back, we'll bring you in.
absolutely. I'll be back.
Okay?
Yep.
Just give-
There you go.
Chris has your contact information.
Oh,
I'll
absolutely.
get it. We'll get it. He'll give you mine, and then we'll have you come in, because I know what it's like to graduate and look for a job, and all of a sudden you want to know your whole life, for the most part, and I don't know you, but you going off to college, your life has been structured, and all of a sudden it ends. It's like, okay, what am I doing next? What
Absolutely.
happens next?
Mhm.
And what I was able to do is pray about it, and all of a sudden, by the grace of God, an opportunity opened up for me, and being able to come back and work in Boston and cover sports in Boston, it's been an unbelievable ride. It's such a ride that we, at one point, there was like a parade every other year with our sports teams.
Yep.
And it's been a lot of fun. So I want to open the door to you and see when you want to come back to come on in.
Thank you so much. I will
Rayna,
definitely take you up on that.
That's the magic
Absolutely.
of the
There you
Bethany
go.
Builder. That's the magic of the Bethany Builders podcast. We approach it with humility, love, and we reach out to everybody. And None of that scripted. We didn't know that Steve was gonna. That's just who Steve Burton is. He's done that with me. He's done that with many, many people I know. His kindness and he did that with Sophia and and here we are. You now have a new friendship, Sophia.
I do. Rayna, thank you so much for coming on.
Of course. It was so nice to meet you guys. And thank
Yes,
you
to
again
meet
so
you.
much, Steve.
Thank you. My pleasure, Anna.
Yep.
Hey,
And
hey, Chris, we don't want to live out.
to see you as we advance. We expect to see you again. We'll reach out to you.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Steve.
We don't have much time. We have to wrap up here, but I don't want to leave out Big G.
I know we have another
Alright.
caller.
Well,
Hold
there we
on.
go.
Guys, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. I got to go make dinner. It
Okay.
is a Tuesday basketball day, so Hadley dropped about 24 tonight. So
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna go.
big.
Hey.
All right. She just doesn't want to be on camera right now. But listen, I will see you guys Sunday. Rayna, nice meeting you. Can't wait to meet you when you come up to Boston.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Christian, I know you got to bounce, but
Yeah.
for a quick second there, I thought you were either Larry or Big G with a frog in the throat.
I thought he was Larry.
I thought it was Larry. Because Steve,
Yeah.
as you can see, we're seeing a completely dark screen here. And
Yep.
I keep seeing little blinks of lights, almost like I'm playing that game Asteroids back in the 80s.
I was late to pick up Miss Hadley here, and she was blowing up my phone. Like, now I look like the bad dad. She's like,
Well, you're
"Where
not
are
the bad dad. You're a great
Ain't
dad.
the- no,
Did you-
You're a great guy, Christian.
and shout out to Hadley. Hadley,
Yeah.
shout out to you from all your friends here, your extended family at the Bethany Builders Podcast. Chris Bethoney, Sophia Bethoney. I don't speak for Steve. I appreciate it. Steve, did you see I have a pumpkin tonight?
Goodbye, guys."
Take care, Kristen.
Take care.
Good night.
Yeah. So Rayna, you're gonna stay with us if you would, because we only got a few more minutes here, but we want you to stay with us. We need you to meet. You have not experienced the Bethany Builders Podcast until you've met Big G. Big G, you out there?
I am here. Rayna, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Awesome. I love hearing of the experience and everything you're going through, and it's fantastic to hear the story.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
And-
So Chris, I know we got to do sponsors, but a couple quick things. One, I want to say I don't know if I'm part of the anointing of a pro versus a Joe, or if I'm still with you based upon what Christian was saying. I'm not quite sure. But,
Steve Burton.
I'll
Steve
certainly
Burton's
stay
the head
with
of that
Joe.
committee. I can't speak on that, Big G.
Okay.
Steve Burton's the head
All
of
right,
that committee. Yeah.
All right. I have no problem staying a Joe, just so you know. And I'm just going to recap real quick. Two things. One, we were talking frost earlier in the show, and I think it's becoming less of an issue. From a building perspective, Chris and Sophia, as you know, January 1st to the end of the month, we gained a whole hour of daylight. That just means more time to rock and roll and build, get the ADUs done, get the decks going, and weather is going to warm up by about 8 degrees over that time period, which is also nice, right? So let's just get rocking and rolling on the building side of things.
Sure.
And Sophia, I just wanted to point out that I loved hearing you as president testing your dad to say, like, how do we get these things going and keeping it on point? So as always, shout out to you for that.
Calling me out, Jerry.
And,
Hey, Jerry, Jerry, that's a great point.
Yes.
I have to go because I'm on the air at 8:00.
Yeah.
So I got to fly, guys. But Rayna, thanks for coming on. Big G, I'll see you Sunday.
You bet.
Chris, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Sophia,
Talk to me a little
way to
bit.
take control, kid. And I will. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you.
I love
Good
you.
night.
I'll
Bye,
talk to you a little
Steve.
bit, Stevie.
Thank
After
you
the
right.
so
show.
much.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stevie. Now, Rayna, hold
Good
tight.
show,
Don't be
man.
going anywhere. Steve, thank you so much.
You got it.
And call me after the show.
Oh, I will.
I know about that. We always do, Steve. Steve, did you see the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Rayna, so it's so funny. So this is how we do it here. Sophia, show Rayna what you've learned. Go ahead, show us how
We need to thank our sponsors.
Go ahead, let's see it.
We wanna
Sponsors.
thank Trek Stacking, Koopman Lumber, Northeastern Savings Bank, Bethany Builders, and 95.9 WATD for all of the sponsorships.
And you always can watch us on YouTube and Facebook, the Bethany Builders Podcast. We run live on Tuesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. And again, I got to go back, Big G. I got to go back to Rayna. Beyond impressed with you. You're amazing.
you.
God bless you. Like I say, I see your mom and your
100%.
family's incredible. We're big fans of yours. Steve Burton extended that opportunity to come here. Sophia's been brought on. She's got a CBS jacket, and you're part of that team already. You've been on air a little bit, so we're excited for you.
Yep. But
we gotta get Rayna rocking and rolling here in Boston.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for watching the Bethoney Builders podcast. We hope you all have a good night.
I appreciate it. They're about to check us out. Rayna, say hello to everybody. Big G, you're a rock star.
Good night, everyone. Good night,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. We always do the wave. There we go.